I don't want to go on no podcast ever again. This is my last one.
What? Listen, name of the podcast, right?
Okay.
It's Serious AF.
Okay.
AF meaning authentically
Oh snap.
flavored. And
Okay.
so it's like to be authentic in whatever your culture or whatever
Yeah.
your flavor or whoever you are.
Yeah.
So
You a
look,
safe space.
you was telling a story earlier about Two Live Brie, and I haven't heard the story. Maybe you have shared the story,
Yeah.
but if you could just tell me what that means as far as,
Yeah.
how you came up with the name.
Yeah. I just really, for me, man, like my mama, she had me in like the church. Then my dad had me in the streets. And the journey of trying to find your identity of like, who am I? Because they wasn't together. So I was raised in two separate homes. So one home, I had this identity. One home, I had a different identity. And as a parent, sometimes you may not have the awareness to understand that. So child is getting raised totally different in two different homes. So, I develop a personality. Going to Dodge City and Bordeaux Eagles, having to defend myself, fighting. Have my pants sagging. Go to my mama's house, pants up, suit and tie on. You know what I'm saying? Yes,
Had
ma'am.
to
No,
clean
man.
up.
Clean
Had to
up.
clean up.
And I was battling that my whole life, just trying to figure out who I am and what I represent. And so when I came up with this music name, Too Loud Brie, I was like, people, I know they thinking it's about being live and having energy and bringing life to the world, but it really is just talking about, the two lives and trying to juggle it and figure out who I am, Too Loud Brie. That's who I am.
So do you think that you have figured out who Two Live Brie is at this point?
Oh, yeah, but you always discovering a new you.
Yes.
You always discovering a new you. And that's the fun part of Too Loud Brie, because
Always evolving.
always evolving. That's where the butterfly comes
Yes,
from.
I love it. I love
so
it.
now it's like you
It
can't.
all makes sense
You
now.
keep getting lives, and I feel like this is my second chance, but I feel like I'm gonna get another second chance eventually because you always making mistakes, So like, it got so many meanings behind it for the people. I just want everybody to be too live, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm definitely my fullest self, my authentic self,
Oh,
and I'm advocating for those artists that wherever you are. I don't care if a millionaire or you just getting started. Like, we all inspire to be our authentic self. You know what I'm saying?
so to hear you say that, and for you to be the first guest on the
Sheesh.
show,
That's cool.
what is that? Is that not God? And
That is God.
To me, that just
Yeah.
shows how things come together. And some people say it's coincidences, right? Fate. Like, I really feel like
Yeah.
us meeting was all a part of the divine order and what God has for us.
I really believe that.
Really, right?
Yeah.
Because we just have this energy or this synergy that is like we've known each other forever. And it's just like whenever we see each other, I feel like my eyes light up when I
My
see you.
eyes
I be
really
like,
light up.
Brie!
Like, I really mean that. Like,
Yeah, I'm so serious.
yo aura, your personality, your spirit, just your heart. Everything about you is who I'm seeing right here. And it's crazy. Like, you don't meet too many people like that in these days. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they're scared to just walk in their true self. You know what I'm saying? And walk in their true love too. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I want to show love. Like, yo, give me a hug. You know what I'm saying? Yo, give me a dap.
I'm a hugger.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, people ain't doing that anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I see you.
And I think it's really important. And I'll share this story. Like, as the chef at TSU, there would be times where I would see kids walk into the caf and they wouldn't be smiling. I'm like, hey, why you not smiling? What's wrong with you? And some of them that didn't know me at the time, they would say, like, they would look like, wait a minute, I'm surprised somebody actually can tell that it's something wrong with me.
That's
and
deep.
so then they would share, like, I have this test, I don't think I'm going to do well.
That's real.
Whatever the issue is, maybe something was going on back home and they're so far away from home.
Yeah.
So I think that what needs to happen on a regular basis is just people, humans, good humans, actually showing everyone that we care. You don't know what people go through. So I think what you're saying, like, it just speaks to my heart And it's great to know that it's
Yeah.
people out here in the hip hop world or whatever genre you want
I
to call
mean,
it. You
the
are
cook
doing your
world,
thing.
we doing our
Yes,
thing. Cause what you
yes,
just said really just struck the like emotion in me. Cause I remember going to TSU. I went to TSU as well, so I know about that big blue energy,
yes, big blue
and
energy.
it takes superheroes like you though. Cause when we was in school, I was like just trying to figure out life. I was making mistakes. I was partying. I was making crazy decisions, but it was somebody like you. It was a teacher that told me, like, I see you grinding and you striving, but something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And that led me to do therapy. That led me to be who I am. So you just even hearing you saying that, and you was in that space at the school I
Yeah.
went to, and saying, hey, why you not smiling? You know, you seen them, but if I'm being honest, there's so many people at in the community. We don't care. We drive past millions of people every day, and we
Absolutely.
don't even look to the right and care what's going on in that car. We
Hmm.
don't care what they going through. We just driving through life. So like you saying, hey, I take the intentionality. If I see you, I feel you. That shows how much your heart is. You know what I mean?
You as well,
Yeah,
because
that's
that
real.
was that was real,
Yeah,
like literally, like
yeah,
that was so real what you just said,
yeah,
because that happens in life. People get so
yeah,
focused and not think about the community,
yeah.
and
The journey.
yeah, oh, the journey.
Cheers to the journey.
Cheers to the journey.
To the journey.
So listen, one great thing, right, is we're both sitting here, and this is we've both been on a Netflix show,
That is true.
right? So I know what my journey has been since being on Barbecue Showdown and being the winner. Tell me like how life kind of changed for you right
Yeah,
after
yeah,
Netflix, and
yeah,
just do are you happy that you had that experience? And just give me a
yeah.
little information on
I wasn't a winner like you.
it.
but
Yes, you are. Even
hey, some people would say I was the winner. I mean,
yes,
somebody just told me I was the winner the other day. I said that's crazy, and I was like,
literally.
that's God, you know. But it did change my life, but it also woke me up. You know what I mean? Like just getting that type of exposure, millions of people seeing you, working with the best of best, Mr. Jesse Collins, the guy that produced the BET Awards, the dude that
Yes.
produced the Super Bowl halftime performances,
Yes.
being in his presence
Uh-huh.
and his wife, I love you so much, and just being able to like be around people that are really experienced, like Rhythm and Flow. That first season was around some heavy hitters and getting poured into from Big Boy,
Mm.
Quavo, T.I., and Cardi and Chance of well, and it was.
Was that your first time being in that type of space with
I
those
was
type
gonna
of
say,
people?
not my first time being in that space, but being in that pressure on
Mm.
camera
Mm.
in that space.
Okay.
So I had a lot of like anxiety,
Mm.
and I was the only person from Nashville on that show, but also the only person that wasn't from the states that were doing
Already.
auditions on
Oh.
that show because everybody's from Atlanta, California, and Chicago.
Okay.
I was the only person from outside the states on that show.
Did you go to Atlanta
I went
too?
to Atlanta.
Okay.
I went to
Okay.
Atlanta, and they found me from a viral moment from Waffle House when I did the party at Waffle House did TSU. So it was a learning curve because you don't know who's watching you. You never know who's watching you.
Never.
And I thought it was a scam too as well. I'm not gonna
Same
lie.
here. That's exactly what happened with me.
They
Like they hit
like
me up
y'all
on
lying.
Instagram, and I was like,
Truth.
man, who is
Same.
this? And then I Googled her, and I was like, oh, she's legit. She's a real
Same.
casting
Same.
agent. So, okay.
Same. And that's why I say don't ever treat people ugly. You never know. It
Don't
was
burn
two
your
white
bridges.
girls, and I wish I could. I remember y'all face. I don't remember y'all names, but a lot of stuff was going on. I lost my best friend to gun violence that same year, and I did an audition in this beat down hotel. Drove all the way to Atlanta. This is the one off of cameras. This is the auditions before you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
to
yeah,
the.
yeah.
Y'all don't know nothing about that. This is real tea. This is real
Yeah,
tea.
yeah.
You know, we're just an audition before. You got to do a video audition. Then if they like the video audition, they'll take you to another audition.
They had you at one of them hotels that was like $29.99 for one night.
Bruh, I said, this is not real. I ain't gonna lie. Me and London B is crazy. Our relationship is really authentic because we did that audition together. We in the room like, what is this? You know, we go in there and I do my audition. I'm performing to them and they start crying after they heard my story. My story is what got me on that show. My talent too, but my story and what I represented got me on that show. And
I would say the same here. And I don't think people realize that and the reason I can almost guarantee you is because your story was so great. And they knew other people needed to hear that to inspire them.
Ooh-wee.
It's for
I needed that
inspiration.
again. I need to hear that. That's real. That's
It's
truth.
for inspiration.
That's truth.
And so you have other young people going through some of the same things that you've been through in
That's
life.
real.
And then they're like, oh, wow, this
Yeah.
guy did that.
Yeah.
Let me stop doing what I'm doing and like focus and really do this. So like,
That's
not
real.
ever count your story short, baby, because look at God.
You never know.
No.
And I didn't. I promise you. And they told me in that thing, they're like, as long as you, I remember what they told me. They said, as long as you stay alive, which is crazy, to live real, as long as you stay alive, you're going to be on this show. I didn't even know we didn't have a title for Rhythm and Flow.
Are you serious?
It was called a rap show audition. They're like, what are we doing? We don't know who we're going to perform for. We don't know. We didn't even know it was a Jesse Collins production.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you, you got to be so humble because you don't know what God got for you. And I was like, okay, you can walk home. I'm talking about I'm in class at TSU. I'm going to the library.
Okay.
I'm going to the library. I get a call from a girl named Bianca.
Uh-huh.
And this is Johnny Collins. We got your flight booked.
What?
I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I need to go talk to my advisor and make sure it's cool. But I'm already saying yes before. I'm saying, yeah. I'll be there next week. I promise you. Yeah, bet. Who?
Turn up. Yeah, like, yes.
But TSU was so graceful. They were like, you already turning up the campus. You doing the homecomings. You shaking it. I'm a straight A student. That's another thing people didn't know. I was a straight A student. They're like, go. They all the teachers supported me. All of them let me take online classes. The kids at the school, they would tell you they were doing projects on me while I was at TSU. And that shout out to Ariel Vincent, Shanti Chambers, Lionel Rich. I'm not Lionel Richie, Mr. Richie. He is cousins with Lionel Richie though. And shout out to Eric Warner. And there's a few more teachers that really you don't realize how important our teachers are, and that's why I say it on the stage all the time. Like the teachers are underpaid. But if it wasn't for teachers and coaches, you wouldn't see two live.
And some of the faculty members, just regular faculty,
like just
right?
people that care about people.
Yeah.
You know, we in a time right now where nonprofits are getting underfunded. Like these people that care about people, they change a lot. They making us artists and they making the next us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's
Absolutely.
like we gotta support them. They don't care to be seen, and realistically, I don't care to be seen. I just have a story that resonates to so many people. I had to say it on the stage on Sunday. I said, yo, I'm not a God. I'm just using my art to tell God's message. You feel me?
Yes.
I love you.
I love
We bonding out here.
Yes.
We on the couch today.
Oh my, on the couch.
We on the couch today.
Do you hear him? We on the couch
today.
We on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh my God.
I mean that though.
And I feel you with that. It's like, it was the faculty, like faculty, athletics. I mean, every department at TSU for me, like literally was just even, I'm no longer there, but they're like, Chef, it's still Chef.
You better
can you
know
come to campus? I sure can. Because I loved doing what I did for the students and for the faculty.
Is there a memory that you got with a student that you can remember that you feel like was an impactful moment?
Oh my God. So and when I say that, like literally, a few people. So it was a few guys, Cam on football team, some other guys on the football team where they just come in and they just want to be loved on. They have been at practice all day. They just
Yeah.
want to be loved on. One guy, a lot of people, a lot of kids used to pick on this one guy. I can't think
Yeah,
of
of
his
course.
name,
Yeah.
but they used to pick on him. It was two of the young guys, but whenever they would come in, I would give them extra special love. And so everybody is looking at them like, oh, chef over there talking to them. Next thing you know, you see them with groups of people because you're giving them courage to be okay and to know that you can go out here and make friends.
People just want to.
So
People just want to hear hello sometimes.
hello.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, literally, I have so many parents. I had parents at Steelwood that I gave my number out to,
Yeah.
and they would call me and be like, Chef, thank you so much. You know, their child was in the calf, something
Yeah.
happened. Whether, and it was vegans. We had lots of vegans on campus that didn't feel heard. But I'm like, hey, come talk to me. I can fix some things.
Yeah.
So even with those students, to be able to say, hey, you don't like anything that's out here today? No, chef.
Then.
Let me go to the back and fix you something
Yeah.
because I'm not going to let you leave out of here hungry.
That's
So for
real.
me, it was like it was just important for the kids to know that you can eat. I
I'm
don't
not
care
gonna-
what you have going on in your life.
I'm not.
You gonna eat.
I'm not gonna let you leave out of here
Hungry.
hungry. Oh my gosh, that meant
Whether
so
that
much.
was in your stomach or in your soul.
Come on now.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say though. Like this girl different. I ain't gonna lie, she got my cheeks hurting right now. I'm smiling so much over here. Like,
So silly.
yeah.
Silly.
But
But yes, oh my God.
yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
So now we like fast forward, right? And Bree is out here doing his thing. You're in Paris, the BT Awards, Essence. You're just everywhere. And I mean, CMAs,
Yeah.
all of this. And you have, to me, you have this song, Southern Country Girl, right?
Southern country girl.
And what I love about what you did with that song is that you went from being this rap into I can rap and do this other genre.
Yes, I can.
And I think that what you show is the complexity or how you can tune into wherever you need to tune in and be a whole vibe.
Yeah.
And so
I
I'm
appreciate you.
really proud of what you're doing. And I can't say it enough. Like I say it, like I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Thank
I'm
you.
proud of you.
I receive
And that's
it.
why I'm like, just keep doing you. Don't let nobody dampen that
Yeah.
with that flame. Baby,
Yeah.
just turn it back up.
Yep. Yeah.
Because I think what you're doing is very important and to show people that you don't have to be in one box.
Yeah.
That you can make your own box
Yeah.
and people will follow you. And then those same people that maybe didn't want you in their box at that time will come and try to say, hey, can I be in your box?
Exactly.
Yes. So, and I'm working on that on myself. It's like, yeah, I do barbecue. I want a barbecue show, but I'm so much bigger than
You are.
just barbecue.
You everything.
And so, oh,
You everything.
stop it.
Yes.
Stop it. But yes, and so I really think that's where our soul ties is just watching you be who you are
Yeah.
authentically
Yeah.
and not worrying about the other things.
Yeah.
Is,
If I'm being transparent, it's very challenging. It was challenging, because it came to a point where God told me, you're going to have to let go of what you once was to be what I'm trying to make you be. You know what I mean?
come on.
And it was tough because I always want to be genreless and create my own sound, and it was discouraging because people gonna classify you as you sound like one of them white boys, or you sound like you doing like, because honestly people don't realize I'm getting all deep and metaphorical,
I
but a
love
lot of this stuff is that we put onto our culture is all programmed because they putting it in front of our face to say this is cool, this is what you're supposed to like, and this is what you're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, I had an opportunity to tour with Struggle Jennings. And Jelly Roll came to a few dates, but
Yeah.
Struggle Jennings, he blessed me in college, and I definitely want to say thank you to him because I feel like I didn't get to tell him I was in a dark headspace in college. And I ain't gonna say I took it for granted. He know I said thank you. I always been a light, but like I learned so much from that tour. I was performing every single night with him, and it's crazy that people go to concerts to get freedom, but they were really just drunk every night. So it felt like every night you seeing this, as the artist, you seeing the same routine. I could
Yeah.
say I could literally plan what's gonna happen
Yeah.
in a second. Like I could, everybody scream, I know they're gonna scream.
Yeah.
If I do this move, they gonna dance. So it's just like I see the same show every night. But I realized at that time I wasn't making music that what you're hearing today. I was trying to follow trends. I was trying to be what
They wanted you to be.
they wanted me to be. And God told me after the show, and Struggle Jennings did it so good. I left the show, I'm selling merch. I look outside, I see a kid go to a bus stop with his dad. He just left the show. And he's looking like he's poor. But you just spent 50 something dollars to come see us perform Struggle.
Yeah.
I was just opening act. But you came to see
Us.
Struggle
Yeah,
perform.
yeah.
And I was like, and God said, you got a deeper message and a meaning, and you up there talking about she thick. And you could be talking about so many things. And you can resonate with them and get them hope to go into their day and change their life. You know what I'm saying? And that's what really made me go back home and do therapy and do all this work on myself that you see me being, is just because I was like, all right, I need to discover Too Loud Breathe. What do I have to offer? I can take the easy route and be trendy all day. But at the same time, I can beat a trend, and now it's trendy.
Yes.
You feel me?
Exactly what you just said. You are the trend.
Yeah.
Who cares what they, what
Who cares
the
what they think?
mass media is going to try to push people away. But I think it's very important when you can realize that you are the trend.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you want to be this over here.
Exactly.
Because what I'm trying to show you is from love.
Exactly.
It's from a really good place and not a place of greed or ego or anything like that.
Exactly.
Because
it's rooted in good intent.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you said it the best. Like, it's rooted in good intent.
Good intent.
It's rooted in love. It's rooted in like authentic. Like, now I'm making music from the scratch. Like, it's not even programmed. Like, we in the studio, the beat literally was born with the words. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I wrote Southern Country Girl with my team and my fam, like, these dudes, they came from we really made it from eating cornbread. The truth. But I told them Southern Country Girl, I want the black girls, when they hear this, they like, that's me. And it just makes me really get just so happy
exactly
when
how I
I
feel.
see the Southern Country Girls, like, that's me. I hear the words, but also I was intentional, she who loves her daddy, because he raised her just right. I wanted that lyric in there because I was like, I want to show that there's hope in black families. There's hope in men that
raising
get good
their
fathers.
children.
Yeah, we having a party
Instead
song.
of it always being their deadbeat dads.
Deadbeat
so
dad.
I love that.
Bad girl, like,
Yes.
like songs for the good girls, but also, you can get a little crazy to it, but like, it's a message that underneath the song, if you really just sit back and listen and break every word down, it's like, yeah, it's good, it's that tequila, but it still got some Bible in it.
You heard him.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little Bible
A
in
little
it,
Bible
with your
in
little
it.
tequila.
Yeah. So this look tasty, and like, I ain't gonna lie, this just spoiled some people, cause right here, if they ain't coming like this, I don't even know if I want to come.
So
This right here is next level.
okay, yes. I tried to elevate. I'm all
Yeah.
about elevation and keeping it bougie. So I feel like whoever comes and joins me on my couch, I should feed them very well. So I'm gonna tell you what I did is these are some smoked barbecue wings that are seasoned with Coley's Juke Joint elevated AF rib rub, and also a nice little barbecue sauce that just complements it really well. And then I always feel like, we need fruit and vegetables. So I included some watermelon today.
You know, I
It's
love
sweet.
some watermelon.
Oh, I didn't even know it. But
Yeah, that's one of my
so,
favorite fruits.
the whole thing about what I am trying to do with this podcast is to show, you come in here and we're feeding each other's souls and we're learning so much about each other.
Wow.
And so I also want to feed your stomach. So, this
grateful
is
I ain't eat
being
before I got
authentically me by showing this is how I show love to people. is by feeding them. So
Yeah.
we have these delicious wings, and so I just, wanted to make sure that. And I know, look, you've been to a couple of my events, and
Yeah.
I've seen you, and
Yeah.
I know you love you some chicken. So I was
Yes.
like,
That's true.
I am going to make sure that I fix some smoked chicken wings. So literally, just finished smoking these wings, and wanted to, bless you with a little
I
something.
ain't gonna lie. I'm just grateful. This is right here. Hey, God, thank you for this food that we about to eat. This is bon appetit. Amen. I love you,
Amen.
Lord.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it.
Come on through.
Are you
What you
a
want?
drum? Are you a drum or a flat?
You want to be honest? I'm a flat person.
I am as
Yeah, I'm a
well.
flat person.
When I was younger, I really enjoyed drums, but as I've became an adult, I appreciate great flat. So
Okay.
let me
Cheers.
cheers.
Bop. Oh my God. Oh man. Oh my God.
Oh, I think I did.
I ain't gonna
Pretty
lie. Let me say something real quick. It gets better.
Oh, I did
Okay,
very
before
good.
I even get sensitive to the food, you know the food good before when you put the chicken right here and you could taste it already. It's magical. I put the chicken right here. I already felt the taste coming through. I said, oh God. Then I start slowly eating it. The magicalness of the flavors just start developing.
Hey, and that's just what
This
I
is what
like
she
to do.
This is what
This
she
is
do.
what I do.
It ain't even what she like to do. This is what she
I
is.
love, yes.
Oh my
That
God.
is who I am. I love that you said that.
Wow. I
Being in the
needed that
kitchen
today.
is my happy place, and I literally enjoy
Mm-hmm.
feeding people. That is my happy place, is being of service.
Well, this made me the happiest of my day. This is the happiest point of my day. No cap. This give me, when food make you dance and
Yes,
happiness
you.
and everything. This that right
Usually
here.
I'm kicking my legs, like,
Mm.
yes. That makes me happy.
All right, y'all. Oh, I'm sorry.
'Cause-
Woo! And we're back. Man, I'm just gonna tell y'all, I don't want to go on no podcast ever again. This is my last one.
What? Love it.
This is my last one. This is the best food in the world. You gotta. This is an experience.
It was Southern hospitality.
From a Southern
for-
country girl.
Yes!
No. No.
Yes! Do you hear that?
That's true.
This is from the guy himself.
Yeah, this right here was crazy.
That has created Southern Country Girl. And he said, yours truly is what?
This
a
is
Southern Country Girl.
This
I
is a
love
Southern
it.
country girl style wings right here.
Yes.
And this right here,
With some hospitality.
it don't get better than this. It don't. I hope y'all listening with y'all with y'all ears. When I say it don't get better than this, it really don't. You feel me?
Yes.
Go to heaven first. This is what it is. You test it.
Because, this
Yeah.
is what I would love for people to come to Coley's Juke Joint and to experience. And so the slogan for Coley's Juke Joint is where food and music feeds the soul.
Wow.
And so with you being here and we talking about where food
Yeah.
and music feeds the soul,
Yeah.
I feel like it's very important when people, and for us, African Americans, it was always some good food. We was going to make some music some
You
kind
better
of
know
way.
it. That's
No
true.
matter what
That's true.
genre of music we talking about,
Yeah.
that's what was going to literally happen. So that is what I try to do, and just do it in an elevated way, and that's where you get bougie barbecue. And so to have you here, you're the music side of this.
I'm gonna tell you.
me?
I heard what you said loud and clear, cause the expression, like I just had the experience of going to a concert and food. You know what I mean? When you go to a concert and you get excited,
Yes.
and you get that high,
Yes.
like my whole energy, I'm just recharged. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what you just gave me with food, and you said it perfectly. Like food and music go hand in hand for the soul.
It feeds our soul.
That is crazy.
It is lyrics and music that will touch me in a way, and you just be like, or that beat hit you, and you're like, ah.
Yeah.
And what
It makes
happens when you
community.
eat really good food? You start dancing,
Start
have
jamming
the
out.
music on, and you have some good eats. Hey, your soul is happy. So
You not lying, and that's truth. That is truth. Like this food just made me dance. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I literally was in here eating. We had took a real break because we
yes,
couldn't go back to it.
we
Like
got bones over here.
real bones, skeleton. We just went skeleton in here. It's that. Oh my gosh. Thank you
Yes.
so much for sharing your
No,
food with me.
listen, I want to say to you, thank you for what you are doing in the community,
Thank you.
in the world, and just even with as a father. Like I
Thank you.
see you with your child. Reese is so cute, but
Thank
to
you.
be a man and in this industry, I think that it is amazing to see you as a strong black man with your son with you
Thank you.
and showing the world that hey, we have black fathers out here that always do their thing. It's not just a few of us. It's a lot of us out here,
That's
but we
right.
don't get enough credit.
That's
So
right.
I want to make sure that I'm giving you your credit
Yeah.
because as a mother, I was a single mother for a while, married again, but
Yeah.
to see a man
Yeah.
take care of his child
Yeah.
while still pursuing his dream,
Yeah.
you're unstoppable, baby.
Thank you so much.
You
Like, ooh, I
unstoppable.
don't know why you doing that. Like, that right
You
there, that meant a lot to
unstoppable.
me, cause I mean, I never really talked about this. Like, me and Reese's mother, we split up after college. I was engaged after college.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like, just really the pressure of like trying to juggle music and
Mm.
be this man that I wanted to be, and then it just got stripped away from me. And most people, they go through things and they leave that significant other hanging, and
Mhm.
I'm just showing people like it don't gotta be that way. Y'all can co-parent, y'all can do what y'all gotta do,
It
and
might still be hard,
it's gonna be
but
hard,
it is
but it's
doable.
hard for different reasons.
Yes.
But it's beautiful at the same time.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh
And
my
I think
God.
people need to realize it's possible. Just be honest, be truthful. You know what I'm saying, and do what's best for the child.
And
And
look at
Reese
this
is happy.
example. You are
Yeah,
an amazing example
yeah,
of that. And
yeah,
I mean, I hope, and now knowing your story,
yeah,
and now to see that,
yeah,
I think it even like for real, my heart over here like that is amazing.
yeah, yeah,
For real,
yeah.
Bray. I am so serious.
I appreciate. I
Like
know you.
because I know
Yeah,
how hard it
yeah,
is
yeah.
when I'm getting about to start crying.
It's real. It's real. It's why we
I'm
here.
about to start
Yeah,
crying.
yeah,
But to know that this industry.
yeah,
See, my kid's grown now,
yeah,
but I know what the struggle was just to try to get where I was trying to go.
yeah.
But to be in this industry
Mhm.
and to still be such a big
Yeah.
person in your little man's life,
Mhm.
and for you to show him the things that you're showing him,
Yeah.
I think that that is one of the biggest things that you're doing for black men out here.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you
Yeah.
and I
Thank you.
love you for
Thank you.
everything that you're doing. Now you have to tell us uh, where what does Bree have going on next?
Man.
How do you see this? What's for the next couple of months, next year, and your biggest goal that you are really wanting to accomplish?
Yeah, man. It's everything's going. I feel like I'm living in this time of just it's fast. Like everything I ever dreamed to happen is happening right now. To be honest, and like it's many things I dream to do. I dream to transform the community, and I feel like I'm starting to do that. And like we already created programs where kids is going to real studios through probation, out of juvenile. Like we're trying to create community centers and just programs like that in the community, but also like for the music sense, it's just like we just trying to make great music that change the world and make impact. Yeah, we partying, but with that, we're sharing light. Like I don't ever want to put negative in your ear. I want you to have a good time. So, me being able to experience that and seeing the scale grow, that's my goal. I want to keep performing for larger audiences. I want to travel more. Like me going to Paris this year opened my eyes, but I want to keep going to around the world and touching different cultures and doing what I'm doing for my hometown and different cultures. And I know it's possible because it's happening, and it's. I just want to, glory to God and hope God keep blessing me with opportunities to keep doing that. That's real.
That is real.
Yeah,
And let me tell you, so anything that I can do
yeah,
to increase that, whatever program you putting on,
yeah.
maybe you want chef to come and provide some
That's
food
real.
or to do some cooking demonstration
That's
or
real.
cook with the kids
That's real.
or whatever it is, I am all for it. And
Wow.
I'll tell you, like, my kids were in boys and girls clubs or in
Yeah.
different activities. So I understand the importance of having other big impactful people
Yeah.
around to let them know that, hey, I know your struggles at home or
Easily.
might be, but you
Man.
can you can
Yeah.
make it out.
And
So
the biggest thing with that is, and I know we've been going, but like it's just these kids sometimes don't have that support. They just need that one person to say, "Hey, I see you."
I see you.
And it's unfortunate, even for me, to be honest, on my journey. Them 3 minutes that you listening to my song may be the first time I ever felt heard. So it's just like them kids, me giving them access to a microphone. I know a parent told me this was my first time ever hearing his emotions. I didn't know what he was going
What?
through. So it's power in that. Like, it's not about making the next superstar. It's about that artist or that kid being able to be heard and
Having a
understood
voice.
and having a voice. And a lot of these kids they're dealing with, since they made one mistake, they always been the bad kid in the family. So you saying that's the bad kid, that's the bad. We need to start pouring into our black men and saying, hey, that's a good kid, that's a smart kid, that's a
Made a
great kid.
mistake.
Because they walk with that identity, and when they go into Ubers and they see a white man, they feel like that person is already throwing these things at
Oh,
them because it's in their head.
oh
Like
my
a kid has already
God.
told me that he coming to the studio like, man, the Uber driver looking at me crazy. I'm like, that's in your head, that's in your field. But he broke it down and started breaking down. He said, I got in trouble here, got in trouble here. And I told him, when you in the studio with me, I don't care about the noise. I don't care about the outside. I don't care what's going on in your family. I'm looking at you for who you are. Today is your first day with me. You know what I'm saying? They need to hear that. They need to hear this is a new start. And we got to not judge people too early. Everybody make mistakes. And sometimes it's more public than the other person. So that's what I came to offer to anybody that's listening to my music. And I don't care what your background is. I don't care about any of that. It's just we come together and we show love, and that's what we're gonna continue to do with Chef Shaticka, baby. On them
That was
wings.
powerful. I was like, I'm over here.
Yeah.
I was over here like, oh my God, that's so
But
powerful.
I meant
Oh, I
that.
can feel that. I can feel that. Like
Yeah.
sitting here with you, I feel your passion. I feel what you're out here doing, and just listening to you and really getting to like dive into who Bree really is. I think that it is it is really like a I'm telling you, God got something for you, baby.
I appreciate it.
God has
Hey,
something major for you,
yeah,
and it's bigger than you can ever dream. And that's what I'm telling you.
yeah.
Like it is bigger than you could ever dream. So
I
you may
believe
be
that.
having like doing this right here, but where you really going is to a space that you had never thought of. And
I appreciate
I
that.
can see that.
Thank you so
You
much. I mean that. Like,
Yeah,
thank you
I'm
for pouring
so
into me. Like, real
I am
talk.
I am being so honest
Yeah.
just because I see you.
Just
I'm
man, thank you.
serious.
Thank you. I know you do, and that's why I'm here. Like I'm not. I'm very mindful with podcasts and platforms I step my foot into. I know this was not going to underserve me, and I knew for a fact it's going to be somebody that I could trust with my story. But also I know people that pay attention to you. They deserve this story from me.
Mm.
And they deserve your story too.
Oh my God.
And that's why we're here. And it's the first episode, and this is a banger.
First episode,
So
T.I. Free.
make sure y'all share this.
I truly appreciate you being here because you didn't have to. And so I, I really appreciate it. But it has been a great first episode. This is what this podcast is about. It's about bringing people that are just authentic to who they are and what they're trying to do in the world, in the community, and to also to, show them that you can come and have a little Southern hospitality with Chef Shaticka on
The
the
original
Serious
Southern
AF
Comfortable.
podcast. So Make sure that you like, subscribe, and follow. Bree, can you give them your handles?
Man, you can follow me at 2LiveBree on everything. And just stay fly and stay you. You know, 2LiveBree, baby.
Ah,
Yeah.
I love this guy. And as always, keep it bougie, baby.